Hey guys, welcome. This is going to be a short little stream. I am still stuck at the hotel. So we're going to talk about something that I got to watch yesterday and I watched again today, which is not too common for me. The Invader Zim movie. So I watched some of the Rocco's... I'm going to say it right now. I watched some of the Rocco's Modern Life one. It fucking sucked. They didn't fully use their ability to make a movie, in my opinion. It just felt like a shite cartoon episode. But let's talk about the best thing ever, which is Invader Zim, one of my favorite series. Actually, I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm going to say something that's going to piss every motherfucker off. I never liked the show when I was younger. I was more of a JTHM fan, which is Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. As I'm older now and I've watched Invader Zim, I really fucking love it. Gurr can die in a fire. I fucking hate that thing. But I do like the series now that I'm older, because I think I get a lot more of the references. And there's a huge reference in the movie that I think a lot of people have actually ignored. Oh, don't give me that heresy bullshit. You know what I'm talking about. Gurr is fucking trash, man. I fucking hate Gurr. Also, you spelled Gurr wrong. It's J-I-R. Or G-I-R. G-I-R. Gurr Intelligence Robot? No, it's supposed to be a SUR unit. The original name for it was a SUR unit. But, I really love Invader Zim now that I'm older. I still enjoy Johnny a bit more. It's still my favorite series. Jonan's comic, Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, which if you haven't read it, the fuck are you doing in my chat room right now? Go read that comic book. Go read that comic, it's good. So yeah, while I'm stuck in the hotel, I'm gonna do a quick stream, and then I'm gonna go probably back to. I'll probably try to stream again later tonight. But I did watch the Invader Zim, like I said, the movie twice now, and I enjoyed it. Good, Purity. You won't have to be sacrificed to the Zim gods. Well, I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm still in the believing that JTHM and Zim are probably in the same universe because they've got similar aliens and things like that. You've never heard of the Johnny the Homicidal Maniac comic? Hold on. I fucking love Johnny. Johnny's actually the reason we designed a character for the comic, which, by the way, spoiler, we nearly released a new character because of the movie. And by the way, forgive me if my mic is all fucky and stuff like that. I have my own personal reasons for why I'm more of a fan of Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, and it has to do with an old friend of mine who basically looked like Johnny. So it's one of those, I'm going to shamefully admit that I probably like it more because of a friend of mine. But I'm trying to find a good picture from it. That's not shitty fan art. Can I find something that's not shitty fan art? There we go, that'll work. God damn it, every time I see Johnny, I think ignore me. Nee is going to be always my favorite. Gurr-based character. No, well, I could talk about the character, but I don't want to spoil it. Maybe I'll make it a goal for tonight. Maybe I'll make it a goal. Maybe I'll make it a goal tonight. Maybe we'll make it a stream goal. Maybe, just maybe, we'll make that unit a stream goal. I won't release it tonight. If we reach the goal, I kind of already did a spoiler review thing for it. So I'm going to say, if you do like Invader Zim, you will love this movie. I laughed my ass off at it. Is Johnny an online? You can probably get it online, yeah. Just look up Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. You'll be able to find it. You're hearing a lot of noise in the background. Sorry about that. But no, I really enjoy. Do you know? I know about the Bloody Gurr thing. Actually, Johnny shows up in Invader Zim, which is why a lot of people think Dib is actually just the younger version of Johnny, because of the fact that basically Johnny's in Dib's head. Spoiler. Hold on, let me go find that. But I'm gonna talk about a little bit about the movie. I don't really think I can spoil it Um, is there really anything to spoil in it, though? Is there? Hold on. I'll get the Johnny picture because I've had some my friend's the one that pointed it out originally to me, way back in the day, way back in the day. I actually still have my Z question mark shirt. There he is in the background, right there. Little two-horned guy in the background is Johnny. Let me see what the chat room's saying. I want Johnny the Haname. I have heard stories that apparently Jonan's tried to pitch the cartoon. I would fucking adore another comic or a cartoon for Johnny. In fact, I actually want to get the newer poster they made for it. Something something plan to take over the world. Yeah, I mean it's not that hard to basically spoiler warning. Zim tries to take over the world and Dib stops him. Ooh, I just spoiled the entire movie for everybody. I mean, it's Invader Zim. What the fuck does anybody actually expect? People think Dib's dad was an alien. I've heard that one. I've heard people saying that they think Dr. Membrane is just an older version of Squee. That's why he doesn't really pay attention to the aliens and stuff. And that would make sense considering how insane Squee is. And the fact... Well, no, it wouldn't because Squee's actually dealt with aliens before. Squee has actually dealt with aliens. He fails badly at taking over the world. Okay, so that kind of brings up a point that... All right, so let's talk about this. So, one of the big things that I've noticed about the movie, and there's a huge reference. All right, so really quick before I talk about this, how many people have actually seen the movie? How many people have actually seen the movie? Because that's going to lead into this. I'm going to get porn for searching for this, aren't I? No, and of course, pictures aren't up yet from it. Fuck me. I thought that picture would actually be up. You have him with Minnie Moose, but you don't have him with the donkey yet. Damn it. I wanted that picture as a reference. Never mind. I'm surprised they actually brought in Minnie Moose and made him so damn important. I haven't, but I can already guess what happens. So there's a reference in there, the moose is back. No, 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 the moose is not back, sadly. Minnie Moose is back. Minnie Moose is back, but not the big moose. Yeah, for some reason they made Minnie Moose an important... Well, I think in the newer comics he's actually really important too. So that doesn't really surprise me that much. I will say this definitely was a lot better than the Rocko's Modern Life movie. I could not watch the rest of the Rocko's Modern Life movie. I'm kind of... I don't know. Maybe it's because I wasn't a huge Rocko's Modern Life fan, but I do know people who were, who really, really can't stand it. Like they said it's not a full potential of a movie. It's just the creator of it basically saying deal with change, it's going to happen anyway, which fine. Fair enough, you're the creator, you're allowed to say that. But okay, so there's Minnie Moose. Make hot voice. I already do. But okay, so there's a big reference in the movie. At least I think it's a reference. I don't know if he did it on purpose, but the movie seems to heavily reference a few times Don Quixote. And I seem to be the only one of my group that notices it, and it's kind of starting to annoy me that no one else has noticed the Don Quixote references because it seems to fit with the Invader Zim story. Again, it could just be bullshit, and they might not be referencing that at all, which is fine. That doesn't surprise me that he's just putting it in because he thinks it's funny that Gurr is riding a donkey. And I can't find a picture of it to show you, and I'm not going to show you scenes from the movie because my ass will be kicked over by Nickelodeon so fast it won't be funny. Do you remember the human and the things that were done to them in Invader Zim show? Yeah, in fact, I'm probably going to watch more of the show while I'm at the hotel because I'm going to be at the hotel probably tomorrow too. So I just started thinking about Purity doing a sexy voice of Zim. Oh my god, no. Like, I kind of want to see if there's an adult visual novel for Invader Zim, and considering how much of a fan I am, I would just be sitting there for about 20 minutes recording going, no, I hate my fucking life, because I can't do Zim's voice, and I can't do Dib's voice. By the way, I'm going to start war in this chat room. Alright, who's with me? Dib's a better character than Zim. If you guys could only see the fucking smirk on my face. Rule 32, Rule 32. You'd be afraid to look that up. Man, that's something even you don't want to look up. Dib has always been my favorite. There was an Invader Zim dating sim. Send that to me and I'll do a recording of it. Not today, I mean when I'm back at my house. Because I'm not going to be back at my house for a few more days. Which sucks, because that just screwed up my entire recording schedule. I see I wasn't a Gurr fan. I've never been a Gurr fan. I can't stand characters like Gurr. I've never seen Invader Zim, but still say Zim due to the VA. Oh, Richard Horvitz is the best fucking thing in the universe. I love him so much. But I love Dib more. As a character, I love Dib. I like Zim. I can't say I don't like Zim. Zim I fucking adore. But I like Dib more. I do. I like Dib more. I can't explain it. Dib's just always been my favorite. Again, I think it's a lot of it has to do with he reminds me of a friend of mine. Well, Johnny does more. Gaz is great. I like Gaz. I actually really liked how they handled Gaz in the new movie. They kind of handled her really well and didn't make her hate Dib as much as normal, which is nice. It seems like she matured a bit, which is great, because they establish in this Dib is 12, so Gaz is the older one, yeah? So she's about 13 or 14? About 13, I think. Have you watched Fairly Odd Parents? I've seen it before. Again, if we do reach the goal, let's make a goal of $100 in the stream. If we make $100 in the stream, I promise by the end of the week, I will release a new character. And then you'll see why Invader Zim kind of made us want to release the character early. Yeah, she's still goth. They kind of gave her the design from the newer comic books, which I'm okay with because I saw a lot of people complaining about it. I actually like how it kind of does start out the same way as the comics, which is a really nice kind of thing. Is they kind of started it like that. Like, if you haven't read it, Jordan Vasquez just went back to writing the comics a couple of years ago. And he's my favorite kind of comic writer because his basic philosophy is if you bitch about my comic, I'm going to start torturing the character you're bitching about. And that makes me so fucking happy. It's not funny because I'm the same type of writer. Like, if anybody complains about the comic, and it's a really stupid and invalid complaint, I'm just going to start torturing characters because I don't care. You're talking about real monsters. What kind of torture? Fun kind of torture. I like Dib a bit more. Dib has always been that character I've liked, but they don't make enough merchandise for him. Oh, and it makes me sad. Dib doesn't get the love that he deserves. I do like what they did with the tallest in this movie, though. Holy shit, I wanted to see the tallest get taken over. There's, okay, spoiler. There's a character, and I think it's voiced by Frank Welker. I actually have to look it up. But there's one of the little Urkins. I want him to take over and be the new tallest, because I fucking love him. Like, I love the fact that you can see one of the Urkins is just done with the tallest shit. And I want to see more Urkins do that. Because they've made it so apparent that the Urkins are fucking retarded. Like, the tallest are stupid. The tallest are completely stupid. And I love the fact that it just kind of really set it in motion that they're completely inept. Which we've known they're inept. We've known that since day one, let's face it. Well, not day one, but a little bit into it. In fact, I'm actually looking at voices right now because it sounded like it was Frank Welker. I was actually surprised by some of the references. They made a couple references to characters that apparently were going to appear in the show that didn't get an episode. And no, it wasn't him. Computer and Minnie. Oh shit, I didn't know Vasquez did Minnie Moose's voice. Yeah, okay, it wasn't Frank Welker. Who the fuck did the little Urkin? Who the fuck did the little Urkin? Bracelet Monster, let's see, Tax Ship. Oh yeah, spoiler, Tax Ship's back with the original voice. I think it's the original voice, is it? Yeah, it is. They did a good job on references. Again, the weird part is it makes you want to see more. Comms officer. Okay, it wasn't Frank Welker. It was somebody that sounds like him, though. I like Dib a bit more. What I miss? Right now, it's just, I've got an hour, so I'm just going to, I'm going to stream this, and then I'll probably do another podcast later. It was removed from Newgrounds. Oh, that sucks. So no Invader Zim dating sim when I'm back at my house. So yeah, I won't be back home. There's not going to be any updates for Patreon Sunday. That'll be just one Wednesday. That'll be bigger. Yeah, I can't do anything about it, unfortunately. As much as I want to be home right now, I can't be. My house kind of flooded, so I'm stuck at a hotel for a few days, and it fucking sucks. I like the hotel. I shouldn't bitch. I like the hotel. But all the funds that I raised now is going to the hotel till I'm paid back. I'm trying to draw a little piggy. Can't see. I'm trying to draw a little piggy. Can't you see I'm trying to draw a little piggy? Florida flooding again. Yeah, because of a septic tank. But how are actors now after the movie? They all sounded really good. All the actors. Oh my fucking god, Professor Membrane is my. I fucking love what they did with Professor Membrane. Oh, I love what they did with him. Who the fuck? Oh, it's Roger Bumpus. That's who does him. I fucking loved Professor Membrane in this movie. And the ending was such a great fuck you. Like, I've said it before, I think Dib was supposed to go crazy by the end of the series, and this movie just kind of cements that he's basically supposed to be going crazy. Christ, I fucking love this movie. There's gonna have to be some Invader Zim references in the comic later on, which there's going to be. We already planned it. We got some bits. Thank you for the 1,000 bits. But yeah, no, this movie was fantastic. I cannot recommend it enough. Like, I enjoy. They made. Yeah, some of the animation is janky. I will admit that. You can see some janky animation in this movie. But other than the janky animation, this movie, they fully went all in with knowing this was going to be a movie. There was a great space battle. They still left you a lot of questions. It didn't. People are saying this wrapped up the series. It didn't wrap up the series at all. I have no idea why people are saying that. I don't want to talk about too much of it. Well, fuck it. You guys can see it. It's not like something you have to go to the theaters for. In a way that confirms becomes Johnny Theory. To me, it does because, okay, so, I'm going to spoil. Does anyone mind if I spoil? Because I kind of want to talk about this because it made me, like, in the hotel, I lost my shit laughing at this. And I had to explain this to people. But, okay, so, you know the whole thing with Professor Membrane never believing Dib? Well, Dib literally shows him the tack ship. And Professor Membrane says that's a great toy ship. Which that's number one, you know shit's about to go down. And you can see Dib's just kind of fucking had it at this point. And he says it. He has a great speech where he says it. Nobody believes him. He just wishes his dad had his back. And I really like that we got some character development between those two. So, Professor Membrane, I'm trying to figure out, Zim kidnaps him and sends him to an alien prison, which I would have liked to see more of that because the alien prison just kind of seemed cool. So as they're escaping the prison, Professor Membrane believes this is all a hallucination. And yeah, dad, quote unquote. No, he actually seems more like a dad in this movie. Like he actually legitly seems like a dad that's spending time with his kids and stuff like that. So that's actually really nice. But so at the end of the movie, after literally helping Dib save the world, seeing all this shit is not, that all this shit is real, Zim pops his head in, steals something, and Professor Membrane says, you know, why didn't you invite your green friend over? And Dib goes, that's the alien Zim that we just fought yesterday. And Professor Membrane's response is, I remember getting knocked out and having a hallucination. In other words, fuck you, I know this shit was real, but I'm going to pretend it wasn't. So I fully think Dib's just going to go insane because after all of this shit that goes through in this movie, either Professor Membrane is purposely pretending he didn't notice everything, which he was a part of, and to the point that his own fucking clone that Zim made is still there, and Professor Membrane is questioning why the hell there's a clone of him in the house. That's something we talk about later. But after questioning that, he's still believing this shit isn't real. Like, can you see why the people have so many theories that Dib is just Johnny? Like, I can totally see it. Because I would fucking lose my mind after that kind of shit. He just saved the damn world and no one's ready to admit it. I feel so bad for him. Oh, fuck me. I knew that was Justin Roiland in the damn movie. That voice pissed me off. I'm like, I fucking know that voice. It gives credence to other theories. Yeah, I know the theory that you're talking about it with Professor Membrane and stuff like that. Um, like I said, one of the sillier theories I've heard is that he's Squee, that Professor Membrane is Dib. That one I've never heard. I mean, I get it because they look similar, but that's kind of weird. And no, to me that doesn't make sense. That really doesn't make sense. That he's just Dib. I heard someone in the past have a theory that Professor wants Dib wasn't Dib's biological dad. I've heard that theory too, but they look too much alike. They look way too much alike for that to be a thing. Yeah, they never talk about the mom. They might in the comic. I haven't read a lot of the comics. Maybe a clone. Maybe. I did laugh my ass off because Professor Membrane gets really, really excited thinking Dib wants to get back into science and stuff like that, and then he sees Dib holding the case and wearing the jacket, and you just hear it in his voice that he's broken. He's like, "Oh no, my kid's insane again. No. No, no. Why? Why no?" And like I said, it was a good movie. Like I said, I like the relationship they did. They built up so much of the relationship with Dib and Professor Membrane, and even Dib and Gaz, and it was great. And then the ending is basically a fuck you. That's the best part about it, was the ending was a fuck you. That's how I can describe the ending between Professor Membrane and Dib, was a giant fuck you. Because no matter what, now Dib knows his dad's got his back and stuff, but his dad's never going to believe that there's a goddamn alien living next door stealing his shit. And that there's a clone of him created by this alien who now lives in the house, and Professor Membrane acknowledges it exists but has no idea how it got there. There was a thing that says Dib and Gaz were supposed to be Membrane's genetic clones. I could kind of see that. It doesn't surprise me. But it does show, at least in the movie, that he does legitimately care about them. So that's a really good thing. I don't know. I have to read some of the... I've only read a few of the newer comics, so I have to read more to see if it actually does talk about anything. Because I got so busy with my own comic and stuff like that. But I do. I legitimately like this movie. I think it was well done. I wouldn't mind seeing another Invader Zim movie, but I don't think we'll probably get... Well, you know what? Considering how popular this was, I can fully believe we might get another one. Because it was so good. It was stupid. That's the best way to describe it, is it was wonderfully stupid. And the fact it started out similar to the comic made me happy. They did have Vasquez write it, and you can kind of tell it's his writing. But, okay, here's the picture. Here's one of the great pictures. Just, oh, fucking Christ. Poor Membrane. I fucking love Membrane in this movie. They really did give him more of a role, which was about time. I think everybody wanted to see him have more of a role. Also, he has robotic arms. He has robotic arms, is all I'm saying. He's got robotic arms. Why the hell do you never say properly? There you go. Chat, do you see this cuteness? Do you see this? Fuck you, Minnie Moose. You go back in the corner, Minnie Moose. Do you see this cuteness? This makes me stupid happy. I love Dib. I don't know why Dib's my favorite character. The cult of Zim has united once again. Was that always like that? By the way, did all the original voice actors return, including Melissa Fawn? Yeah, they were all the original voices as far as I know. Let me double check. I got the IMDb up. Yeah, every original voice was there, and it was good. And as it said, it was good. Even Ricky Simons is Gurr and Bloaty. I enjoyed it. They also gave the they gave the computer more of a role, so you got to hear Jonan talk more, and he did stuff like stupid accents and stuff. Jonan's one of those I really, really want to interview one of these days. I'd love to get him on the show. Miss something? What movie? We're talking about the Invader Zim into the Flopus. Floipus. How the fuck you say that name? Florpus. I kind of wish we got more with the Florpus stuff, because it kind of left... It didn't do enough with that I wanted to see the alternate... Because the Florpus actually admits to alternate dimensions, so that it opens it up to new windows. And they got a lot of different animators. The animators from... Gumball did something for it. They got a whole bunch of different animators that surprised me. So it is the voice or personality of Gur that you hate. I don't hate his voice. His personality annoys the shit. I don't like cutesy characters. I've kind of said it before. I don't like Gur. I never liked Mabel. I don't like really annoying characters. And I think that's supposed to be the point. I hate Gur. Again, I like characters like Dib. I like Zim. I like the more serious characters. I guess you could call it the tragic characters. Gur is not annoying. Yeah, he fucking is. I think that's his entire point, is being annoying. See, I never found him cute. I found Gur annoying as shit. Yeah, I know he's crazy. He's bad. There. Okay, to be fair, show me something in Invader Zim. Oh, by the way, if you want to see something, here. This is from the comic book. And I'll show you the literal opening scene images from the movie. And this is why I like this movie. And you can tell it is Vasquez writing it. And I have some great respect for him. Here's the opening for the comic when he returned to working on it, which I think he had to wait. I don't know why he had to wait so long to work on the comic. There was a reason. I don't remember it offhand. I think it had to do with Nickelodeon. There's the opening to the comic. Because it's supposed to take place, years after the show's been canceled, in joke that they've been waiting so long. Here's the opening to the show. Do you notice something, guys? Do you notice something? Do you notice something that makes everybody smile? They actually tried to do it close. And that makes me happy. That is when you know you're working with a team that loves their shit. I mean, they got Vasquez to write it, so of course he's going to just use that again. I do love the fact that they basically use the same joke that that Zim's been missing for a while and he hasn't left his house or anything like that. And it made me laugh because it just works so well. It does. It works really well, and it's such a stupid little joke that it's more for the fans than anything else. But it's a joke that, like I said, it works. Because, how many years have we been waiting for more Invader Zim? And in the movie, have you read the 5 Years Later comic? I've read some of it. I've got to read the rest of it. Like I said, I'm off basically this weekend because of being stuck in this hotel. I can't record. I can't really do much because the internet here is kind of shitty. So, I'm going to be probably reading some Invader Zim because I've been in an Invader Zim mood since watching this. I actually sat and read Johnny last night, which was great. Okay, you're literally watching the movie now. Go watch the movie. I'll do another stream tomorrow about it if I'm home. Good night, man. Now, if only we could get a good Ben 10 cartoon. Never watched Ben 10, so I don't care. Would you enjoy it better if you were figuratively watching it? I wish I could show the movie and commentate through it, but I know my ass would be grass. I would love to do a live reaction to this movie. Like I said, I fucking love this movie. I did. I love the movie. I love what they did to the Tallest and all the other characters. And I love that it basically, I keep hearing people saying that this solves, this is the ending of the series. Like, this solves all the answers to the series. And my response is, are you people fucking insane? This didn't solve anything. This didn't answer any questions. This left more questions open. This left people just wanting more Invader Zim, which is the point of the damn thing. I think the entire point of it was just because, just to get hype up. I love the styling too of the movie. Like I said, there's some shit animation in there. There's some animation problems that were very glaring. But I can forgive it. I know Rabbit's gone. That's kind of why I wanted to do a stream of it, but Rabbit's gone, so I don't want to deal with the Discord shit. Your leaders are just taller versions of all of you. That's the joke. Well, no, they made the tallest. Have you read the original ending episode scripts for the show? Did they actually release the ending episodes? I remember they released some scripts, but I didn't know they released those. If they did they? Did he actually release all the scripts? Because like I said, I've only read 2 or 3 of the scripts. I didn't know they released all of them. I'll read those. We can't do a rabbit invasion. Watch together. Send that to me later, Skull, and if I do a stream, I'll put it on the communities tab. See, I haven't really been into Invader Zim since high school, so now it's kind of fun to be able to get back into it and enjoy it. But now you can't get any of this stuff like you could back then. Oh no, they still sell some Invader Zim stuff. There's a couple of shirts and stuff I would probably get. Yes and no. They were audio for unreleased episodes where Keith comes back. By the way, Keith's in the movie. Keith is in the movie. Comes back, and that one is basically ends the show itself. No, I've heard the audio. I've heard the audio. It's not the end of the show. It's the prequel. Are you talking about the one that shows what happened to the last tallest? That wasn't the end of the series. That's the one that talks about the backpack and stuff like that. Yeah. I've not watched Spectacular Spider-Man. You make me want to watch it again. I would do a stream of all the Invader Zim shows. Or all the episodes and then the movie. I've got nothing to do now that I'm stuck at the fucking hotel. Other than go, let me look at Watch Together. We could try Watch Together. Okay, who's not invited? Who's not in the Discord? I'll invite everyone to the Discord. If you don't have a Discord link, let me grab that for you. Like I said, I'm gonna have to get going soon. I gotta get dinner soon, so I gotta go get food. But what was I doing? Like I said, and we didn't raise the money, so guess what? I'm not releasing a new character, so I'm fine with that. Y'all missing your chance at another waifu. Y'all missing your chance at a really fucking adorable little waifu. Or is it? Could I be releasing a male character for once? The movie's out on a lot of different sites, but it is definitely one if you're an Invader Zim fan you wanna watch. You've given more than enough in this stream. Well, I've still got a few minutes. I've actually got to order dinner. No sage. What the fuck is sage? You can get it. Fuck, I don't do that non-binary bullshit. Don't even start me on that. Netflix. Yeah, no, I saw it on Netflix, but you can now see it on other sites, and I'd probably show it from other sites. I'm not saying I would do that. That would be wrong. You been looking for a job? Good luck, man. No, you're fine, man. Bosco's got to do some fixing up of the artwork for the character anyway. It's one of his favorites because I can't fuck me. I'm not spoiling it, but it's one of his other favorites to work on. So negative broke. Well, trust me, let me put it this way. I wouldn't be able to afford this hotel if it wasn't for the money we raised this month. Which sucks ass, too. Because they're supposed to reimburse me, but God knows when that's going to actually happen. But no, definitely my big thing on this movie is 'twas good, watch it, enjoy it. And then get a laugh at that ending, because that ending is just Invader Zim. There's no other way to describe that ending as other than Invader Zim. It fits it to a T. You got flood insurance. Yes and no. We do have flood insurance, but the real estate company is paying for the room. Well, they're gonna reimburse us for the room. God knows how long that's gonna take. But like I said, my big reason for doing this stream was because I was talking to my friend and I mentioned the Don Quixote thing, which fits with Invader Zim. Think about it. Invader Zim is basically chasing windmills. Am I wrong that doesn't fit Invader Zim to a T? Where all he's doing is chasing windmills? He thinks he's taking over the world for an important reason when he really isn't? Like, I'm not insane, right? It fits. They even show Gurr on riding a donkey. Chasing windmills. It's a Don Quixote reference. Where a knight, quote unquote, is chasing windmills thinking that they're dragons. Even though everyone's telling him. I checked the hotel for bugs and clean sheets. I did my work. I'm a good girl. Okay, so there really is a lot of people that don't know the Don Quixote reference. And I could just be seeing things that aren't there. But you've got Gurr riding a donkey with a little knight sword. I used a regular light. I don't have any black lights. Fuck me, I need to get a black light. I'm going to be here probably until Monday or Tuesday. Because it looks like the rain's going to be bad enough. I'm hoping I get to go home tomorrow. I meant every time it's going to smell like shit and more mold. Yeah. Um, they're gonna be cleaning it. We're gonna be moving anyway. We've gotten word. I should probably announce this. We were going to do a 2-year lease, and the owner of this place decided instead of fixing it up like the real estate company told him he has to, he's just gonna sell it. So we are now looking for a new home, and I have to be out by October. So I literally come back from the con, and I have to start packing up stuff. But you know what? I'm okay with that. I honestly am okay with that because we found a house we're looking at. Hopefully we get it. It's really nice. If not, we're just gonna keep looking. And like I said, I'm willing to come back from the con and just pack things and leave. I'm willing to move as soon as I get back. Yeah, like I said, if you haven't watched the movie, it is really good. If this watch thing works, then we'll stream it. But I fucking loved the movie. It was really good. It was kind of something I needed right now. I could guess if that makes sense. Keep doing your thing. That's what I plan on doing. That's really all you can do. Oh, and the asshole turtle. We won't have to deal with the asshole turtle anymore. Asshole turtle will go bye bye. You haven't seen the TV show. That's a shame. You haven't seen the movie yet. Watch it. I'll try to do a stream of it when I get back from getting dinner. But Miko's Bun Bun friends. Yeah, she's gonna have to leave the Bun Buns, but unfortunately we have no choice. We're not buying this place. Fuck no, not with the pro. All right, literally every time it rains, the septic tank gets filled up and shit comes out of the ground. So I'm not gonna buy that place. I'm just gonna move. I know you can stream on Discord, but it's also a nightmare I don't want to deal with. I'd rather just do it to where people can come into the room and relax and watch. It's also a good way to advertise the show. That's why I kind of want to do it. Or, yeah, advertise the channel. We need to list all the characters ever made with their eyes closed and separate one of those that do the open eyes but rarely. What the fuck are we talking about? What the fuck? Oh, okay. Alright, dude. Whatever. Um, but like I said, this was just a short little stream where I wanted to talk about the movie and what I enjoyed from it. I enjoyed a lot. I thought it was a good movie. I thought it was a good movie. You're saying Google Rab dot alternates and there are articles on it. I will later on. Like I said, I'm just going to go fuck off because I'm gonna go get dinner because I'm hungry. Because food is yummy as shit and I want pizza. I'm getting pizza today because fuck you people. Of course I am. There's a pizza place I really like right near this hotel. So I'm gonna go eat. I'm gonna have pizza and then maybe we do some Invader Zim. But thank you guys for joining me for this short stream. Now I know I can do a little bit of streaming from this hotel, so that's good. Reminding me of my childhood fond memories. Yeah, that's one of the big things. Um, and spoiler, Gurr gets a new song. Gurr gets a new song. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thank you for joining me for this short stream. Y'all are awesome. Love you guys. Watch all the videos, all that jazz. Peace out, man.